I think by 2006, I think we're going to be on top of the game.
Ironically, they are already on top of the game. Here's our third heat highlights. They're racing for the Martineau Cup. We keep talking about it. It's been around since 1930. Last time the USA won it was in '59. Andre Lange's won it 3 of the last 4 years. Christoph Langen right here is the only guy that prevented him from winning it. And here's another German, Matthias Hofner. He's challenging for one of the medals. It's going to be quite a challenge here in the fourth heat. Lange, Hofner, Hayes, Langen. Here's Hofner.
Matthias Hofner currently fourth. He was fifth after the first day, but then he did a very good third run, being faster than Ivo Ruek. So Todd Hayes gets some pressure from behind.
Yeah, he's in the Bodine sled in third place. They got big start times, which really is helps him down the track. He didn't do very good in the two-man, but in the four-man, he's got the Bodine sled positioned well for a medal.
Christoph Langen, oh, he wanted to win here. He doesn't accept other medals than gold medals. He always says the second is the first loser, but he's on second position. But he can fight back, possibly. But Andre Lange, he has to make mistakes, losing his 1600ths of a second, which he is ahead of Christoph Lange.
Lange, the Olympic champion, last year's world champion. He's won 3 out of 4 years. If you win 4 years in a row, you get to keep the trophy. Nobody's ever done that. Lange doesn't do good in this track, but he's positioned himself well for gold. So coming up on speed, it's the Martineau Cup, the race for the World Championship trophy.
It's the Subaru all-wheel drive away. Now is the time to get a new Subaru Outback with sophisticated monochromatic colors for as little as $235 a month. Or get all-wheel drive ruggedness with up to $1,500 cash back. Or get style and comfort with 1.9% financing for 63 months. Get sophisticated, get rugged, get style and comfort. Get the deal of your choice on the Outback of your choice. And get to your Subaru dealer in a hurry because the Subaru all-wheel drive away ends March 31st.
Assuming the coefficient of static friction exists across all variables, velocity v is maximized when the value of theta equals 24 degrees. Meaning what?
Robert?
Fast?
That's correct.
Don't miss your chance to experience the fastest track in NASCAR during the Golden Corral 500 weekend, March 12th to 14th. Atlanta Motor Speedway. Real racing. Real fast.
Dude, I thought you were busted.
If you're 20 pounds or more overweight, there's news from the Obesity Research Institute. Dramatic weight loss can now be achieved without diet or exercise.
I lost 25 pounds in 6 weeks.
When I lost 7 inches through my waist, I couldn't believe it.
I was 247 8 weeks ago, and I'm 30 pounds lighter today.
The first week I lost like about 10, and then every month like 20 pounds.
Propylene, scientifically proven to reduce weight without special diet and exercise, backed by 9 clinical studies.
Please understand, propylene is so powerful that it was formulated only for those who need to lose at least 20 pounds or more.
Call now to try Propylene risk-free for 30 days for only $29.95. If you don't lose up to 20 pounds in 30 days, send it back and we'll refund your $29.95. But wait, it gets better. Call now and we'll include a second bottle absolutely free. Call in the next 10 minutes and your shipping and handling is also free. That's right. Call now and your second bottle and shipping is free.
Call 1-800-672-6464.
Welcome back to the World Bobsleigh Championships on speed. Königssee, Germany, a very snowy Königssee, Germany. First up, Latvia won.
Gatis Guts, Yanis Elias, Intas Stigmanis, and Masis Rulis. Currently on position 14 after 3 heats.
Had a very up and down year, and this was the year he was supposed to take over as Latvia won, but it has not happened.
There is someone else from Latvia, Janis Minins.
Sandis Prusis was the guy from Latvia who retired last year, who's now coaching the Italians. And Goods, oh, there's a little drift right off out of those drive lines.
195.
We'll see much better start times than that. But they're driving Latvia-made sleds. They're pretty proud of their equipment from Latvia.
They mostly use them in two-man. There's one foreman Yeah, but that actually looks to me like a dressing slap.
The minutes coming up a little bit later. 114 kilometers. Do the math, 6 times that, or 6/10 of that is miles per hour. So we got about 70 plus miles an hour. Into the finish, 120 clicks down there. That's about 73 miles an hour in the finish line, and they beat the Austrians at the bottom by 0.02 of a second. That's about 2 fingernail lengths.
So Wolfgang Stampfer, Austria, beaten by the Latvians, but he isn't happy at all with this result.
Well, the mistake right out of the drive lines at the start. Very difficult little start area. It's a very steep as they jump in those sleds quickly, and sometimes the driver doesn't get a hold of those D-rings quick enough, and they drift out of those drive lines like we saw him do. Here he is in the Kreisel, and you can see the different drive lines here. Stampfer's the sled that just came down before him, and Guts is pulling away a little bit here. Different lines, and that shows you that not everybody goes in the same spot in these big corners. 1 sled down, 13 more to go. The next up, Stevie Holcomb of the United States. Stay with us.
Red Bull is searching for one American driver to become the next Formula One world champion. Are you the one?
Ugh, my feet ache.
They don't smell so great either.
Only Odor Eaters Plus Arch Support insoles have new Sorbitex technology to absorb sweat and destroy odor on contact. Revives tired feet.
Give foot ache and odor the boot with Odor Eaters Plus.
Look how much $10,000 of credit card debt would become after years and years of making only the minimum payment. You need to call 800 Credit Card Debt today.
Call for your free and confidential credit card debt analysis. 1-800-769-2914.
Smoking is not a normal, natural function. Putting a fire in your face and breathing the smoke in is something we would normally try to avoid. You gotta ask yourself why current smokers tell non-smokers not to start. There's a reason for it. They get hooked, they can't stop, they don't like it, they want to quit. They spend the rest of their lives trying to quit. Tobacco companies want to make smoking look cool, but it's not cool. What is cool is bringing the best out in yourself, rising to your potential and accomplishing something real.
Inspiring, breathtaking, and stirring the soul. This is where dreams start and passion takes over. Barrett Jackson Palm Beach, live next Friday, 8 Eastern, only on Speed.
Welcome back to the World Bobsled Championships on Speed. Next up from the United States, Steve Holcomb, Eric Stoddard, Brock Kreisenberg, and Aaron McGuire. And we talked to Holcomb about the S-curves on this track.
Actually, the S-curves are probably my 4 favorite curves in the whole world. I mean, they're a lot of fun, but they're really difficult to get right. I mean, you have to be perfect in there, and I'm trying to do what I can. I had a little trouble in the second run yesterday, and it kind of threw me sideways, and it killed a lot of time. But I think I know what to do now, so try and make up for it.
The S-curves are so important, but first to start. Can they start again without snow?
493 last heat, 495 here. Their worst start of the 4. And he's trying to move up. Now, Dennis Guts behind him, separated by almost 0.25 of a second. There's a comparison. Who gets in first?
These are the S-curves.
Real technical. Not a bad exit. So that 0.25 lead is now up to down to 0.24. Speed on the left, 114 kilometers. 115 kilometers is about 65 miles an hour. Looks good here in the finish. Oh, bad exit there on near the finish. And Holcomb holds. In fact, he increases his lead. So we talk about the fast line is not always the smoothest line. Sometimes you can't really turn these sleds, and that exit of that finish corner down there, Ron, they were almost on their heads, but that was a fast line.
He came out very late, but I'm pretty sure he lost some time down there.
Oh, and that skid, he had to lose some time, but that's just not steering. And hey, this kid's 23 years old from Park City, and he's been learning, and he's had a great season. Here he is down in the finish. A lot of pressure down here, big speed, and he doesn't have the best speed. You can see he's half a kilometer down to the Italian and the Austrian, but watch this on the exit. Bang! Boy, that's not the way you want to have the sled go across the ice. He did lose some time.
Martin Annen. How disappointing in this is this when he wanted to fight for the medals. He was the only one during the last World Cup season who could beat Andre Lange in Cortina.
Yeah, he had a gold medal in Cortina. It stopped Lange's streak of 9 straight four-man events over 2 years. And everybody thought he was peaking at the right time. He's back here in double-digit placing. Very disappointing.
But he had problems with the loading in the first heat.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The first heat, one of the number 3 man didn't get in properly, but still, he had a bad second heat, not a very good third heat, and he's back here challenging Steve Holcomb, and he's got a little mistake in his skid there. Too much pressure on him?
I'm pretty sure. There's so many supporters here from Switzerland, so many members of his fan club, and you know, you want to give your best, but he couldn't do it, and he's losing time, he was losing speed, so maybe Holcomb can beat him. This guy already got medals in World Championships at the Olympics.
This is going to be close. 50 meters left. Holcomb wins by 400ths. That is a very disappointing World Bobsled Championships for Martin Annen.
Not good in the two-man. Oh, he was actually set. There was no race-off for him. Ivo Ruik had to race off with Ralf Ruik,
his cousin. And Ivo won, and boy, was Martin Annen flat coming into this event. They can see it. Here it is, the exit of Kreisel. And then here is the Holcomb versus Annen. And look at the red sled start to catch up a little bit. That's when Annen goes up there near the halfway point of the Kreisel. Boy, I can't tell you what that means in Switzerland. Hey, next year, the World Bobsleigh Championships comes to North America. It's skeleton, men and women, 2-man bob, 4-man bob, women's bobsled, all in Calgary, 16th to the 27th of February. Going to be a great party. You might want to attend.
Breakthrough.
Your perfect PC doesn't come from a store. It only comes direct from Dell. Just call or go online and get the Sleek Dimension desktop with an Intel Pentium 4 processor and a flat panel display for only $9.99 after mail-in rebate. Plus, get free shipping and a free combo drive upgrade. You won't find a deal like this in any store, so hurry. This offer ends March 17th, and it's only a click or call away. Easy as Dell. Dell PCs use Intel Pentium 4 processors. Think you can't afford Dell quality on a smaller budget? Think again. Right now, get this Dimension desktop with an Intel Pentium 4 processor for the amazing price of $4.99 after mail-in rebate. Plus, get free shipping and a free CD burner upgrade. Dell notebooks start at just $7.49. Remember, they're only direct from Dell, so hurry. These offers end March 17th, and they're only a click or call away. Easy as Dell. Dell PCs use Intel Pentium 4 processors.
Hey, Greg White here with Two Wheel Tuesday. We are working out the final details to our Scootin' USA trip, plus Motorcycle Demolition Derby. That's Two Wheel Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific, only on Speed.
Our next sled is from Italy, Fabrizio Tossini. This is his team. We are looking forward to the next Olympics, Torino 2006.
The new track in Torino will be a very interesting track. Will be a very technical track, not dangerous, but very technical. With the timetable we are on the schedule, we want to be ready in November. It's a huge challenge, but I do that for the guys I love. So the guys will have a pleasure to slide in our run.
Next year we'll be there for World Cup in January. And this is the Italian hope right now. And hasn't had a great year.
No, he was sick. But he, well, recovered a bit, and he did some great runs here. And I'm pretty sure he got some very good equipment from Sandis Prūsis.
Yeah, remember, it's the Latvian coach, the guy who was European champion last year, many World Cup medals under his belt, and now he's coaching the Italians. And he's also brought his sleds to the Italian program. But you can have the best equipment, but you need a good start time, and you need a good driver. Tossini is in a battle with Steve Holcomb right now of the United States, and Tossini has definitely got the advantage on the bottom part of the track.
He had a great speed in the Kreisel. The next speed.
Oh, big speed here too. 74 miles an hour, and it looks like the Italians will take the lead. That's a good heat for Tossini. The Italian coaches, Prūsis, Tartaglia, love it.
Spoke about Prūsis, Antonio Tartaglia, former pushman from Günther Huber.
Gold medalist from the 98 games, Tartaglia was. And the Italians placed their hope for 2006 and Tossini right here, and they like that final run.
That was a good one. I wonder how long we will see him in the leader's box.
Well, the key about speed on the course is around this corner here, and Tossini had it. Look at that. Best speed so far. And here's the difference between the two red sleds. It's pretty hard to figure out who's who here. The Americans got the silver helmets on, but they really follow the same exact line. Even though they're both red sleds, they're pretty much in the same exact line. You don't see that too often in Kreisel.
Sweeping the track, so they do breaks here. Got the order from the jury.
Every 5 sleds, they sweep the track. It's about 100 volunteers they have up and down this track. And next up, the Czech Republic.
Ivo Danilovic, former brakeman. Very heavy guy, 105 kilogram.
2.2 pounds, so it's about 225 pounds. About the same size as Todd Hayes.
He had one very good run in the two-man.
Yeah, 5th place here into the first heat. So Ken fell to like the 13th best time in the second run and fell off the radar for a medal. But the Czechs, you know, their home track, we talk about it all the time, is Altenburg, because Altenburg's right on the Czech border. Had an up and down year. He's had some decent results. In fact, in Altenburg, I think they had 2 sleds in the top 6. Well, that's a skid, and that'll be costly. 300s with that skid is going to need big speed here in the Kreisel. Doesn't have 114 is the number that you'd want. Could have to be perfect on the bottom. Through the labyrinths, plus 10, losing more time.
Looked good, but he already lost the speed. I'm pretty sure he won't have the speed of Tossini.
Yeah, 2 kilometers slower than Tossini, and that'll transpire in a lot of time, and 3200s. He lost 1/3 of a second after the Kreisel. And the Italians, Tossini is on the verge of having his best performance of the year. Big crowds at the bottom, music, bands, but if you don't have a good heat, it's hard to appreciate the spectators.
They always play special music for these guys who come down there, so they play some Czech blast music here. So the Italians are in the leader's box, and the former world champion comes after the break.
It's the Subaru all-wheel drive away. Now is the time to get a new Subaru Outback with sophisticated monochromatic colors for as little as $235 a month. Or get all-wheel drive ruggedness with up to $1,500 cash back. Or get style and comfort with 1.9% financing for 63 months. Get sophisticated, get rugged, get style and comfort. Get the deal of your choice on the Outback of your choice. And get to your Subaru dealer in a hurry because the Subaru All-Wheel Drive Away ends March 31st.
Provocative, exotic, intoxicating, autoerotica. Sample the menu. Wednesday night at 8 on Speed.
I was this close to filing bankruptcy.
My credit card debt was out of control.
I didn't know where to turn.
Are you overwhelmed by debt? Are creditors breathing down your neck? Do you feel lost and helpless? Then do what thousands of Americans have done. Join Debt-Free today.
Debt-Free got me out of debt and saved me thousands of dollars.
It's a great feeling knowing I'm helping my clients get out of debt and getting their life back on track.
Debt-Free is a nonprofit organization that works with over 50,000 creditors to get you out of debt quickly and easily.
Debt-Free got rid of my high interest rates, late fees, and penalty charges.
You make one easy payment a month. Debt-Free does the rest.
When I explain to a caller how Debt-Free works, I can almost feel the weight lifting off their shoulders.
Debt-Free saved my life and my marriage.
Thanks to Debt-Free, I'll be debt-free.
Debt-Free could save you thousands. Don't wait another second. Gather your bills and call Debt-Free today.
Welcome back to Königssee. Short break, sweeping the track, and 1999 world champion Bruno Méjean and his team.
Eustache Fourquet, been around for a long time. And
yeah, I wonder why. I don't see new faces in the French team. Still the old guys.
Well, he hasn't had any kind of results. He's driving a brand new Dresden sled, though. The Dresden people have been promoting this piece of equipment, but if you don't get a start time, it doesn't really matter what type of sled or runners you got.
5:01, that's nothing.
When he won the World Championships in Cortina in '99, he did it in spectacular fashion with the 4 best heats of 4 runs and really established himself as one of the best pilots in the world. But when you give up that much time at the start on a short 1,250-meter track like this, it's pretty tough to overcome that obstacle.
Doesn't have Tossini's speed.
He might in the bottom, but he's already down by 2/10. He's going to need 124, 123 kilometers down here to have a chance. 121, no. That's not the same speed as Tossini. They know it. They can tell. 2,800s, these bobsledders know how to do math. When they don't see equal speed and they have more time in the bank, it's pretty tough to overcome that deficit. And Méjean, he's getting closer and closer to retirement, Ron.
That's what I said today. I mean, his family is here. All his supporters are here. For how long will he continue?
He looks pretty dejected getting out of that sled. Might be the last time we see him.
You don't know, maybe he gets a new team, a young team. Wolfgang Hoppe in his last years, he wasn't too fast at the start, but he had a great team which pushed him to good start times, and he still could win gold medals.
But usually Méjean has the best time even with the bad start. Look at the lines through the Chrysler. You know, Tossini had a great line. That sled is not going up and down. The blue sled, which is Méjean, is. I tell you, Tossini might have had his best run of the year. Next up, here is the Latvian young superstar, Jānis Minis, Lattis. And look what this kid did a couple weeks ago in Eagles, 23 years old. You know, he came out expecting big results. Junior World Championship this year, but here in Eagles, he shocked everybody. He won his first ever bronze medal. He's only 23 years old, Ron. We could see him for a long time. And they say he's got a great passion for the sport.
48 days. That was his best start time. It's a 4:91. But there's some snow maybe in the spur there, which makes it a bit slower.
The BTC sled, Latvian designed, small little Baltic country. Bobsledding's the most popular sport, winter sport. Usually it's oh, wow, what happened there? It's like he caught something.
Yeah, he tried. You will see it again in the replay, I think. You have to take these two bumps left and right, and he tried to do just a little bit. He steered to the other side, and then he lost it.
Well, 1200s. He had 2400s before Kreisel. Gonna need that 122 kilometers. 121.4 down to 2. The Italians, they could live in the box for one more sled, and they do. And this Torsini team, this is their best result of the year.
Don't forget, this is about the 8th place, so it's not about the victory, and he knows it. Hey, come on, young boy. You won some very important races, 2 gold medals in the juniors. He can still make mistakes. I hope we see it again. It's at the end of this straight. Well, you need one.
You have to hit twice.
One, and then he steered. And
like
then it came.
Yeah, like he caught the front part of the bunk. And
yeah, you wanted to take some sort of shortcut there, but you can't do it.
How's the Italians doing today?
They're happy.
Okay.
And the Russians, no medal this year. Last year, sensational bronze medal for Alexander Zubkov and his teams. But they've got a disadvantage. One of the best guys is injured. It's the Pushkin.
There's the Italian team led by Torsini on the right.
The next problem for the Russians is they have runners. They are not these powerful guys like the Americans or the guys from Andre Lange, so they want a long push track. This is too short for them.
Yeah, this is a quick load, so they say. Look at the drive lines now. You see the drive lines there keeps the sled in the grooves until the driver gets in. You can see them here. They're cut into the ice before the race. But after a certain length here, watch the way they go away. The drivers get a hold of those D-rings, and you got to snake through there because sometimes they come in there and jump and pull on those D-rings and get into a skid. Well, 4,300 lead is a lot of time in the bank. And he's got the best sneed before snake, which means they had a good load. It's up to 44. 110 kilometer speed coming up here, maybe. 113, I mean. Look at that. It's good speed by the Russians.
But he doesn't have Torsini's speed.
37s it's down to. Torsini at 122 plus here on the exit. 121.2 down to 28. I think that's going to be enough, though. Might be single digits, but I think Zubkov should have enough. Down to 18. So 4,300s lead at the top of the track, only 18 at the bottom. He had a better start time than Torsini, so either Torsini had a fantastic run or Zubkov didn't.
No medal for the Russians this time, not in the skeleton, not in the girls bobsleigh, not for the man.
But the Russian program has continued to improve. Here's the comparison between Torsini and Zubkov. This is quite an analysis of the different driving lines. More bobsledding on speed coming up.
Nobody knows wings like Hooters. Our fresh wings and new sauces are miles above the rest. Try them naked or original. Eat them in or get them to fly. Purchase my autographed basketballs and register to win a trip to San Antonio for championship basketball with me.
Please buckle your seatbelt, sir.
But I'm a captain.
Sure you are. And there's your wings.
Awesome, baby. Yeah.
Win your way to championship basketball with Dickie V at Hooters today.
Hooters, where the wing's the thing.
Call now for your free copy of Car and Driver, the world's largest automotive magazine, with fact, opinion, and tests on the hottest new luxury cars, sports cars, exotics, pickups, vans, and sport utilities. Call now and get your introductory copy risk-free. If you like it, you'll get 11 more issues, 12 in all for only $11.97, 72% off the newsstand cost. We'll bill you later. If you choose not to subscribe, just return the bill marked cancel. You'll owe nothing. Call now for your free introductory issue.
Look how much $10,000 of credit card debt would become after years and years of making only the minimum payment. You need to call 800 Credit Card Debt today.
Call for your free and confidential credit card debt analysis. 1-800-769-2914.
They've always been outgunned.
Damn.
They've always been outnumbered.
Let me see your hand.
But they've never been outsmarted like this.
The Shield, an all-new episode, Tuesday at 10 p.m., only on FX. Check local listings.
I'm a control freak, and I wouldn't want to do anything like smoking where I may not be in control of myself. It's an addictive habit. If you want to be rebellious and you want to do something different from what all the other kids do, just find something you have a passion in, like sports, and push yourself as far as you can. Bobsledding is fast. It's exhilarating. You're going 85 miles an hour, pulling up to 4 or 5 G. I couldn't be an elite athlete if I smoked. Don't start smoking.
Welcome back to Königssee, World Championships bobsleigh. Here's the world champion in two-man, Pierre Luders, and his team.
Robertson, Kodak, Zardo. Last week, Pierre Luders on the German home track. Threw down a fantastic fourth heat. They won the World Championships in two-man bob. And they celebrated with the Max Hubin Trophy. Luders' first World Championship title. He won the Olympic gold in Nagano in '98, but he doesn't do as well in the four-man.
He said before we started the third heat today, I want to beat Zubkov at least. That's what he done already in the heat number 3. Maybe one more sled. Next would be Ivo Ruik.
+4. Not the same speed, but that's related to the start, the 50-meter start. If he keeps that to 5 or 6 down, +3 is improved. Now, next up, 113.8. I think the Russians had 114.2. Half kilometer better. Pierre Luders.
You will see a minus, I'm pretty sure, here.
Yeah, -3. So he's got this Dresden sled flying on the bottom part of the track. 122 plus the next clock, next speed trap. 121, that's not a good sign. It's down to 5. This could be to the 100th. It is 400. So Luders does beat Zubkov, and they're celebrating because this is an important development for Pierre Luders as he continues to improve his four-man skills.
And 6th place, that means you're invited for the prize giving. They start to give you medals and cups for the 6th place.
He speaks fluent German. Got a big German fan club here.
Yeah, actually from Winterberg. I wonder why they support the Canadian. Because in his early years, he wasn't quite easy to handle.
Well, the Russians, you saw them bumming out. You saw the Canadian coaches, good groomer on the left.
Now, what I want to say is that Pierre Luders, I think he developed a bit to a very nice guy now.
Yeah, a little different personality than a few years ago. Of course, he's married now, got a beautiful daughter named Zoe. Here's Ivo Rug.
Daniel Mechler, Bert Hefty, Christian Abli, 5th place. He got beaten by 1 position.
The Canadians are in the box. Now they hope Rug makes a mistake. This would be a big deal for Luders to be in the top 5. I mean, he's already thinking top 6 wasn't bad. The World Championships next year are in Calgary. This is a right-designed sled. Rug should get a very good start time.
Ruik. First, he has to defeat his position, 5th place, to Luders. Maybe he can attack 4th place.
2400s at that clock, should be more at the next clock, up to 31. That's relative to that start. That's your accelerator. That and Mother Nature in that sport. You know, you cannot gain time on the way down. You can only prevent yourself from losing time. He's up to 3200s now. 114 kilometers was the speed. There's 114.2, very similar to Luders, but he's got 3000s in the bank. Still 32. Lose a little time back, but this looks like enough.
Yeah, this should be enough for him, for Ivo Ruik. So best result for the Swiss by Ivo Ruik.
3100s, not the same speed as Luders, but he's got enough. A little sloppy there to finish, lost a few more, but Ivo Rug can finish no worse than 5th place in this World Championships.
Swiss head coach Hans Hildebrand, former world champion, is gonna retire after this World Championships. He said he isn't happy with his federation, with the treatment. So maybe they need a new coach.
Good start times. Great crowds on hand here. Here's our video motion analysis. Now, who's got the higher line there? Lunars has got the more inconsistent line. Rube looks like he's really accelerating away there. And you can see the Canadians led up and down on the Kreisel.
This is Matthias Höpfner. He's in the German army, like almost all the other German athletes. So we spoke to their general.
The Bundeswehr is one of the big sponsors of a high-ranking sportsman in Germany. And we provide for about 750 soldiers who are top athletes. We provide the framework for their top sports.
And boy, are the Germans successful in winter sports. Hey, the United States, they've got military athletes. The Russian team's all military athletes. It's almost the only way you can compete in this sport.
Well, what those guys sometimes forget, the Bundeswehr is not the sponsor. The taxpayers are the sponsors, John. So thanks to you all.
Well, here's Matthias Höpfner, who's done very well in this track. He's had a really good breakout year, and Ron, he barely made this event in the last weekend, right?
He was very well in the German championships. He could beat André Lange, and he was very close to Christoph Langen. So we thought he can probably win a medal, but he's far away from Todd Hayes.
Yeah, I think that second seed, the 10 to 20 spot that he's in for the draw, really hurt him. But he's got 1,700s lead here. And this is where he usually accelerates. 122 kilometers. He could hit to 123. And no, doesn't have the speed. He's lost a little bit back. But looks like it's going to be enough to beat the Swiss, and it is. In fact, he did accelerate at the end.
This is silly. He didn't have the speed, but he gained some time.
You know, the Swiss made a big mistake there in that finish corner. That might have cost him some time. I think Höpfner went through there very much smoother. Look at the crowd. Listen to it.
The Bob Devils. That's also his homepage address. So Matthias Höpfner, not the biggest athlete. He's got very good push guys from Halle and from Potsdam near Berlin. But he's quite a good driver. Developed very well. Last season he could always do one good run and one bad one. And now he found the consistency.
Coming up, it's Todd Hayes. Teammate Steve Messler, Billy Schuvenauer, Pavel Janovic, they go for a medal.
It's the Subaru all-wheel drive away. Now is the time to get a new Subaru Outback with sophisticated monochromatic colors for as little as $235 a month. Or get all-wheel drive ruggedness with up to $1,500 cash back. Or get style and comfort with 1.9% financing for 63 months. Get sophisticated, get rugged, get style and comfort. Get the deal of your choice on the Outback of your choice. And get to your Subaru dealer in a hurry because the Subaru all-wheel drive away ends March 31st.
Next week on Wind Tunnel, a big Sebring celebration. Wednesday night, we'll have Carol Shelby and Danny Sullivan, and on Thursday, Bobby Rahal and Sterling Moss. They're all being inducted into the Hall of Fame down there. Wind Tunnel, 10 o'clock Eastern Time.
Lost over 42 pounds in less than 4 months.
I've lost over 50 pounds of fat.
I lost 33 pounds, and 100% of that was fat.
Today, I'm down 51 pounds and 9 inches around my waist.
Introducing the Nautilus Tread Climber, a machine so innovative it cuts your workout time in half, yet it feels as easy as walking. Call now for a free video or DVD that shows you how Tread Climber can change your body. The Tread Climber's innovative treadles let you step up as you walk forward. With each step, you do twice the work in one easy motion.
In 30 minutes, you can do twice the amount of work that you would on just an average cardio machine.
The Tread Climber is made in the USA by Nautilus and is backed by a 5-year warranty. Now you can own one with no money down and affordable financing.
I haven't been this light in over 15 years, and I feel great.
When I look in the mirror, I see a sexy Maddie.
Call and get a free video or DVD, or visit us at nautilusdirect.com today.
Welcome back to the World Bobsled Championships. It's now time for USA #1, Todd Hayes, Pavel Janovic, Bill Schuvenauer, and Steve Metzler. We talked to Todd Hayes about his first 3 heats.
Well, we're going to do what we've been doing all season, and that's going to come out and try to rip off a big start, give ourselves a little room to play with, and try to get a decent trip.
What do you think of the atmosphere here in Königssee?
Oh, you know, it's an incredible place to race. Only problem is we're racing the Germans. So, yeah, I love it here, and hopefully we can come out here with a medal.
So it can't be more than bronze.
Yeah, they're really far away for the gold and the silver, but, you know, Hofner's about 2,500 back, so Hayes has to make a big mistake to throw away a bronze medal here. Good start time. You know, the United States has not won that Martineau Cup since 1959 in St. Moritz. Hayes won an Olympic medal in 2002. We hadn't won an Olympic medal since '56. Hayes and Scheimer winning those medals, but driving the Bodine sleds.
And don't forget, next year, Calgary. They love this track. They train very often there in Calgary.
And Hayes has won double gold on that track before.
And while our German athletes celebrated Christmas, they went to Calgary. They trained there.
Yeah, and the Bodine sled is flying down here. This is a good heat. This looks like at least a bronze medal for the United States. 3,300s. Last corner, and yes, United States lost a little time on the bottom. So another bronze medal at the World Championships for Todd Hayes in the Bodine sled. Hey, the next time you see Jeff Bodine out there, all you NASCAR fans, pat him on the back. Thank him for this wonderful support.
I think they are quite happy. You see all this support here for the Americans. And I think they like this atmosphere. I wish it would be on all the tracks like this here. They actually earn it.
Billy Schuffenauer, Olympic silver medalist with Hayes in 2002.
Steve Messler
from Buffalo.
I had a nice chat with him about his parents, who always do a barbecue party by the track in Lake Placid. But now Christoph Langen, Christoph Heider, Enrico Kühn and Jens Noka. Jens Noka actually works in the bakery. And the very best, or will he be the second best?
Your comment about Christoph Langen, his idea of silver medals, it's the first place of losers.
That's what he always says.
Well, this guy has had some career. Gold medal in 4-man bobsledding in Nagano. Gold medal in 2-man bobsledding in Salt Lake.
40 years old, so he is the experienced one on the circuit.
On his home track. Isn't really a happy individual. His idea of life is building bobsleds in the summer. He builds his own equipment.
That's a big difference to Andre Lange, who comes next, who's in the lead because he is a family man. And here is the team manager and one of the best pilots.
Yeah, and Langen and Lange don't really have a love affair for each other. And last week, Lange lost to Langen, finished third to Langen second in the 2-man, and these two have a personal battle every time they go out. And this looks like plenty for Christoph Langen. The question is it good enough for a gold medal? It's at least a silver medal for Christoph Langen on his home track.
And the Americans, you see them already celebrating the bronze medal with bottles in their hands.
Well, this is the end of a long season. These guys started training on ice in October. There's summer push training up in Calgary and Lake Placid in July and August. This is a long sport. This is about a 6-8 month sport. A lot of injuries out here right now. A lot of guys with flus.
Christoph Langen, he had a tough season because he had to go through the German selections. Normally, he was very often nominated before the season started, but this time, he didn't race last season due to an injury. This time, he had to qualify.
And this time, he salutes the crowd, something he didn't do last week in the 2-man.
No, he was too disappointed last week when he lost it by friction to Pierre Ludas. And this time, Andre Lange can beat him. He had a very good third run. Here's his team: Udo Lehmann from Altenburg, Kevin Kuske, Potsdam, René Hoppe from Erfurt.
Last year in Lake Placid, he was on some roll. 2-man bobsled. He'd won the previous week in Calgary. He came out and won the 2-man title in Lake Placid. Then he turned around the next week and duplicated. He won the 4-man bob title. And Andre Lange won 9 out of 10 4-man races over a full year of time. Finished second once. He's been on some dominating roll. 3 out of 4 years he's won the 4-man title.
1600 is his advantage to Christoph Langen.
That's a lot of time when you have talent like this. Look at the start, best start time. These guys are injured. Langen was complaining about a bad foot.
He's got a bad foot, and one of his brakemen has got the flu.
René Hoppe was seriously had a flu bug on the first day of the competition. The doctor said he was better on the second day. 3,400's lead up to now. Wow, that's a lot of time. 114.8. No one's been near that.
I think the prince of bobsleigh, Andre Lange, is going to beat the king of bobsleigh of the 90s again. Now he can't lose it. This is the new and the old world champion.
Andre Lange, rushing for his third World Championship title in 4 years. He's done it. If he wins this trophy next year, he'll get to keep it. This trophy's been around since 1930 in the sport. No one's ever won it 4 times in a row. And Andre Lange is establishing himself as one of the sport's greats.
Andre Lange, Udo Lehmann, used to race with Harald Schudai already, Kevin Kuske, and René Hoppe. Hoppe still from the junior times. Andre Lange won several world junior titles, and now he's back on the top.
There's the trophy. 1 more year, he gets to keep it. I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to have to do a duplicate of it or what, because next year in Calgary, he knows how to win in that track. He's won the last 2 times out. So
if you want to dedicate the cup, please send it to the FIBT.
Yes, because I think next year, if this guy's still around, he could win that trophy. 75-year-old trophy. He could be the owner of it after next year's World Championships. And what a sportsman this guy is.
He didn't touch it before. He always says, now when I touch it before the race, then I don't get it. Superstitious.
One of the sport's greats. What a competition we've seen here.
That was so close on the first day. Imagine, this morning, that was just 100th of a second. Now, 3/10, more than 3/10. Bronze medal for Todd Hayes. What a good result.
Yeah, United States. Pierre Luder's in 6th. Stevie Holcomb, the United States, 12th place. We'll have the interviews after the break.
Breakthrough.
Epson T001. Canon BC31E.
Shopping for ink and toner in most stores is hit or miss.
HP C9720.
Come on.
A.
At Staples, we stock a huge selection of cartridges, so we guarantee we'll have the one you need. And right now, buy any combo twin or 2 single packs of ink and get one of these reams of multi-purpose paper free instantly. Staples, that was easy.
Smoking is not a normal, natural function. Putting a fire in your face and breathing the smoke in is something we would normally try to avoid. You gotta ask yourself why current smokers tell non-smokers not to start. There's a reason for it. They get hooked. They can't stop. They don't like it. They want to quit. They spend the rest of their lives trying to quit. Tobacco companies want to make smoking look cool, but it's not cool. What is cool is bringing the best out in yourself, rising to your potential and accomplishing something real.
So my girlfriend says, hey, let's go to a film festival. And I'm like, film festival? What? So I can hang out with really boring people, drink espresso, and use words like film noir? But then she's like, no, it's not that kind of film festival where there's no plot. It's the Extents Film Festival. Action, sports, video games, music, film. Oh, it's the Extents Film Festival.
Watch the Extents Film Festival March 8th to the 14th only on Fuel. To get hooked up with Fuel today, log on at fuel.tv or call 1-877-4FUEL-TV.
Welcome back to Königssee, Germany. We keep talking about the Martineau Cup. The guy here in the left of your screen is the legendary American Billy Fisk. There's a movie coming out on him by Paramount Pictures starring Tom Cruise on Billy Fisk's life. Here's the last time the Americans won this trophy in '59. Here's Long A, here's the Long N, and here's Long A again winning it in 2002 and 2003. Now he's won it again in 2004. He gets to keep the trophy if he wins it 1 more year. Look at the crowds on hand. It's been spectacular. The FIBT President's Cup, they created it this year, Ron. It's for the combination of the country points in all 5 disciplines. The Germans won it. Great showing by the Canadians. The USA was in 3rd. That's something to keep your eyes on, almost like a Ryder Cup type format.
Todd Hayes, congratulations for the 3rd place. Great feeling?
Absolutely. To come into Germany and against 3 Germans and come out here with a medal, we're extremely happy.
Congratulations again. Thank you. Andre Lange, the world champion. 3 times in a row. That's a fantastic result. So you're leading all the way through it. Congratulations. Herzlichen Glückwunsch. Weltmeister zum 3. Mal in einer Reihe. Wie fühlst du dich? Es muss Wahnsinn sein.
Es ist der Wahnsinn, gerade hier in Königssee. Es ist mein erster Sieg hier überhaupt. Und dass es dann natürlich auch so funktioniert, das ist ein Traum.
So he says it's a dream. It's his first victory here on this track, and he's just absolutely happy and gonna have a great party. So congratulations, herzlichen Glückwunsch nochmal. Christoph.
Thanks for Tina Beutmann, famous model from Germany, for doing the interviews. And that was a great week here on the Königssee, John.
Yeah, the track was unbelievable. The crowds, great presentation of the sliding sports. Next year we move to Calgary. So for all my FIBT television team, especially my commentary partner, Ron Riggett, I'm John Morgan. Thanks for watching. See you the next time on Speed.
Goodbye. Und auf Wiedersehen.